Hello and welcome to the Squared Circle Psychobabble. My name is Michael Valenti and today we're doing an AEW news roundup talking about the latest with the Fyter Festival, the latest on the AEW TV deal, the signing of Jim Ross, and another signing to the AEW All Elite Wrestling roster. Before we get to all that, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell for notifications as we're trying to hit 5,000 YouTube subscribers before All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing. So let's start with what happened before WrestleMania weekend, and that was we got the broadcast team announced. Alicia A will be the interviewer. We have Alex Marvez, part of the broadcast team. Justin Roberts, who used to be in WWE, will be the ring announcer. And of course, the one that everybody's talking about is that Jim Ross has signed a 3-year deal to be a senior advisor and be part of the broadcast team for All Elite Wrestling. He was on WFAN in New York on WrestleMania weekend talking about it. And when he was in that interview, he was mentioning the TV deal, saying that there is a major network that will be airing episodes starting in October, and it will be doubly exciting for the fans. Now, when you think doubly exciting, I don't know if necessarily TBS and TNT will get you doubly excited. Maybe this could be ESPN. That could be the major network deal he's talking about. Now, why do I say that? Well, one, there are streaming implications that are being talked about as well for All Elite Wrestling on their big shows, which could include Double or Nothing. Now, UFC and ESPN already have a deal in place and are airing fights for UFC, which include pay-per-views on the ESPN Plus app. So I could definitely see ESPN doing something with All Elite Wrestling in that same capacity where they air Double or Nothing, Fight for the Fallen, the Fyter Festival, and future shows like All In 2 on that ESPN Plus app. Big pay-per-views on there. So I think maybe we're seeing that ESPN will be taking on that deal with All Elite Wrestling. And it's not the first time that they've aired wrestling on their programming. And of course, the connection with the NFL and the Khan family and ESPN obviously can definitely see it there. So what do you guys think? Put it in the comments below. Share this video and like it. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at SCPB Podcast. Now, speaking of social media, let's move on to the trailer that we saw from Kenny Omega promoting the Fyter Festival happening June 29th with CEO Gaming. Honestly, I honestly thought this was in fact a legit trailer, and I know it was a parody to the Fyter Festival. Some people, though, did not quite get the connection. At first, they were going on the website and seeing all the problems that were happening, saying that there was insufficient storage, and they were posting it on their social media accounts. There was also JWoww of Jersey Shore fame who tweeted about the Fyter Festival, and some of her followers replying back, you know, don't put your name on this festival. It looks too much like the Fyre Festival. And you got the wrestling fans and the gaming fans that understand that this in fact is a parody, not trying to duplicate the Fyre Festival or trying to make it better, and pointing that out. And of course, if you look on the website, you could totally see that this is a parody as well. The different packages that are being offered for the Fyter Festival, which were all sold out, even though no tickets were available yet, which they don't go on sale until early May, which is also mentioned on the website. But some of the packages include getting a helicopter ride with Cody Rhodes and smoking American Rebel cigars, having a hashtag Full Gear Challenge training session with Adam Hangman Page, getting swimming lessons with Pharaoh the dog. So if you're not familiar with All Elite Wrestling, being the Elite, those guys, you would actually think this might be legit. But if you understand the Elite and how they incorporate comedy into their marketing and how they put it on their show, being the Elite, you totally got that this was a complete parody of the Fyre Festival. Now let's move on to another addition to the All Elite Wrestling roster. That is Hikaru Shida has signed with All Elite Wrestling to add on to this women's roster that is just really getting very, very strong, adding to names like Allie from Impact Wrestling. You got Dr. Britt Baker, you have Nyla Rose, Kylie Ray, Brandy Rhodes, Penelope Ford, Aja Kong. The list is getting stronger and stronger and stronger for this All Elite Wrestling women's division. Now, if you're not familiar with Hikaru Shida, she actually did a lot of work in ice ribbon wrestling back in Japan from 2009 to about 2014 and has been freelancing since. If you go on YouTube, you might actually see a video of a tag team match that she was in with Masaru Tanaka, an intergender tag team match where they faced Kenny Omega and Asuka, where she was then known as Kana. Definitely worth the watch. Might not be a 5-star match, but it is entertaining to say the least. And she actually has an acting background too. Before she started in professional wrestling, she was actually in a wrestling movie that was released in Japan back in 2009 called 3 Count. So I think this is a good signing for All Elite Wrestling, and definitely showing that they're not going to be just taking big names from WWE just to get people to watch the product. They are going to build this roster from all over the world and get some people that may not be noticed and get them noticed on the big screen and on television all around the world with All Elite Wrestling. Let us know what you think about this signing and some of the other signings that we've seen so far in All Elite Wrestling on the comments below. Don't forget to share this video, like it, subscribe, hit that bell for notifications. We're trying to hit 5,000 YouTube subscribers before All Elite Wrestling Double or Nothing. My name is Michael Valenti. Thank you for watching the Squared Circle Psychobabble.